Hello, gamers. Oh, there we go. Hello, what's up? I didn't realize Haley put you on blast when you haven't checked in with the ranch in a while. Hello there, I haven't seen you for 1 week. The Pokemon look very happy to see you. I brought a Pokemon again. Oh. I think the batteries in my Wiimote are finally dead. Una momento, por favor. Just borrowed them out of a Game Boy, but I only put them in there pretty recently, so should be decently charged. The face Pokemon. I don't think I realized that Glalie was the face Pokemon. What's up, M? What's poppin'? Great to see you. How was your day? It's my precious Pokemon. Please take good care of it. Once the number of Pokemon is 100, let's expand the ranch. Let's keep adding Pokemon to the ranch. By the way, have you caught any Pokemon lately? I'd love to see your Pokedex. Why don't you connect your Nintendo DS? Have a good time. I don't think it's been too long that... Oh my god. Tanner. Holy. This is your and Haley's ranch? I heard a great deal about it. My name is Tanner, a member of Club Looksy. My member number is 3. Do you know what my favorite Pokemon is? Visit my ranch to find out. Who do we think Tanner's favorite Pokemon is? Kricketune? It's so freaking hot? Just muggy? You're chilling though? It is not hot here. It's winter. I'm very proud of this ranch. Check out every corner of it. Is it all Tauros? Now that I think about it, I think the last ranch that we saw was all Miltank. Spring Stand. Oh, hell yeah. Look at him go. Is that a snare? It's a parade drum. None of them give a single shit about the parade drum. No, come back. Can I guess I can pick up the drum and bring it. Bring the drum to them. What did they do? Oh, I need a person has to take it. I guess that makes sense. How is a Tauros supposed to play a drum? Now this is good stuff. He's getting a conga line of Tauros to follow. Yeah, this is the greatest game of all time. I'll say it. Alright. How'd you like it? Are you impressed? Didn't my ranch serve as a good inspiration for your ranch? No, I was wondering if you or someone else was gonna say something like that. Don't ruin Tauros Ranch. This guy has as many Tauros as Ash had. Almost as many. That's a good point. Cool. Okay, I think our wanted Pokemon are the same. Girafarig, Azurill, and Skorupi. We have until March 2nd to catch them. So maybe we'll try to do that tonight. They're all like around where we are in the game. Are you really so predictable? No, I just assumed the worst and figured there's a non-zero chance that someone says this, you know? Anyway, we've got 94 Pokemon in our ranch currently. We got to get that number to 100 for the next upgrade. So that's all I've got for the ranch right now. I'm just gonna move this over to behind us, and then we'll get started with Diamond. Okay, well. If I point the Wiimote at this sensor bar, oh wow. Auto mode. Yeah, okay, that's funny. Wow, so blue, huh? All right. So I haven't really been playing Diamond much offline, like when I'm not streaming. Which I was like the first week or so that we were playing Diamond. So I haven't been like checking honey trees like regularly, or like farming berries and stuff every day or whatever. I've done that like a little bit since last we actually streamed, but for the most part, haven't really touched it. So we left off in Pastoria here. We got the gym badge. We got our 4th gym badge. We beat Wake. Let's take a look at the team. So we used primarily for Wake for this gym, Torterra, of course, who's now level 35. So the rest of the team now needs to catch up. The next gym is the Hearthome gym, which is Ghost. So we can use Casey and Pepe for that primarily. Let's see how everyone's looking. Pascal, I want to say we maybe got last, or maybe we had Pascal for a couple of streams now. I don't remember. Pepe learned Night Slash just while I was playing it. I think it gained like a level offline, maybe 2. So I got rid of Slash for Night Slash because I wanted to keep Thief for the utility, and we can't get rid of Cut yet, unfortunately, so figured Slash was probably my best bet. And I think that's it. I don't think much else has happened or changed, really. So, yeah, we can pretty much just continue the story. I think there's going to be a couple berries to pick. Just, like, around. I haven't done my dailies yet today either, now that I think about it. So we could do that to start, and then we can move on with the story. What do I want to plant here? Kebia berry. Oh yeah, that's new. Actually, hang on. Before I choose to plant stuff, we can maybe get a new berry from this lady. Oh. Oh, you know what? I think I did do my dailies for today. Yeah. I just did them like after midnight last night, basically. Okay, never mind. So all my dailies are done. I think I did that on purpose so that we could basically just like move on with the story as soon as I started the stream. Which, now that I think about it, is a good idea. But that makes sense. What else do I not really have like a lot of? Honestly, we've got a pretty healthy supply for berries. I guess Persian berries. I just know that like a bunch of those are planted elsewhere. So I guess that would be the thing to do for me right now, is just like, I think if I check the berry app on the Pokétch. Yeah, okay. I think the thing I was misunderstanding about the way that this works is it only shows berries that are like pickable right now, you know what I mean? I thought it would show like everywhere that berries are planted, which is not the case. But it shows where they're ready to be picked, which makes more sense, I guess. And in fact, I think I forgot about these ones over here. We haven't done this route yet, like at all, so I think that'll be the way that we take back to Hearthome. You know what? The only other thing I can think about, really, that isn't really like a daily, but something we can check, and then we'll just fly back to Pastoria, I guess. The legend on the map just being the word berries and an icon is really funny. Yeah. Yeah, see this square with a couple other pixels on top of it? That's a berry, trust us. Alright, this is our Munchlax tree, so let's see if we get a Munchlax. Our 1% Munchlax. I mean, Apom's still pretty cool. I like Apom. Do you have a berry? Probably not. I played Platinum for like a second the other night. Just to check that save file and like Just kind of like see which Pokemon, like where it was, because I knew that I hadn't finished that playthrough. It's only like 5 badges in, and I just wanted to see like what was there in the PC boxes and stuff. There is like a Honeytree Munchlax that I caught in like 2019, which was fun to find, that I fully forgot about. But that one doesn't count for this because I want to do this from scratch. It's cool that I have that one, I guess, but... And we don't necessarily need to get one in this game either, but just in one of the Sinnoh playthroughs that we do at some point between this game and Pearl and Platinum. And honestly, probably Platinum, because that'll be the one that we spend the most time with. Just one of them needs to get a Munchlax. It'd be cool if we could get one in this game. What's better than 1 Munchlax? 2 Munchlax. Hi, Spadonic. How's your day? Cool. That's the only Honeytree that I'm checking at this point, I think. I was going around the entire region and, you know, doing all of them. I think I'm just gonna check my Munchlax. The plural is Munchlai, actually. Okay, my bad. My bad. Thank you for informing me. The package finally came from the Veilstone warehouse, so now it's my job to deliver this to the lake. It's an important mission. No failure allowed. No making boo-boos like wandering off into the Great Marsh. You were eavesdropping. I was just talking loudly to myself. If I wasn't in a hurry, I'd pulverize you with my Pokemon, but I have to get on my way to the lake ASAP, so you're lucky. I'm out. Oh, and listen up. Don't you dare follow me. What if I did? Ah, persistent pest. If our plan works, our boss's dream comes closer to fruition. Our boss's ideal world is going to be created. I'm not going to waste my time on a nobody like you. I'm telling you now, don't you come chasing after me. Hi, Seth. Oh. I gotta be so for real. I fully forgot about there being a berry fight here. This is a funny segment of the game, but you would be lying if you said it wasn't tedious. You wish I could, oh, you wish you could fly to the resort. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I think I wish for the same. Yeah, we got a Murkrow. I guess you haven't seen the team yet, have you? Woke up not feeling the best, but otherwise it's okay. Stuck between playing Gen 4 and Fireleaf Green. True. You could do both, but I mean, Fireleaf Green is funny enough the new hotness. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that Fire Red Leaf Green is the new hotness. And there's a bunch of people all playing Fire Red Leaf Green again. Who'da thunk? You've not seen the team? Okay, I'll introduce you in just a moment. But this is Casey the Murkrow. She's great. I'm alright. Truth be told, I had kind of some shitty stuff happen between earlier and now, but whatever. I'm playing Diamond. I'm chilling. Casey wants to learn Taunt. Do I care about Taunt realistically? No, I don't. But there's a new episode of Petalburg Woods that came out this afternoon. We press on, indeed. Indeed. It's a time of season. You got to boot up Soul Silver to hang with the homies. I mean, we're gonna get to the Johto games. If you really wanted to hang with the homies, you could boot up a Sinnoh game, but no pressure. Soul Silver is still obviously, you know, within the realm. Okay, must you boot up? No, you don't have to. I'm saying you could if you wanted, but evidently it seems like you really don't want to. Apparently Pokemon Diamond's the worst game ever, according to Seth. You love Diamond? Sinnoh peer pressure, so freaked up. I like Sinnoh. I don't know. Nobody loves Diamond more than you? I beg to differ. You're always saying this, Diamond is cinema? Are you always saying this? Many are saying, I'm getting reports that in fact many are saying Diamond is cinema. Your Diamond run was a lot and you're still not emotionally recovered? What happened? What was so devastating? It wasn't platinum? Damn. I mean, you're right. I mean, we're playing through Diamond once. We're playing through Pearl once. I think we will have multiple platinum playthroughs. We got the footprint ribbon on Murkrow. Who else wants a ribbon? Sinnoh bike theme, best bike theme, high key. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Oops. Truth nuke. Truth 3 mile incident. That's crazy. Does Bronzor... What the hell? Bronzor happens to be quite the silent type. However, your Bronzor and you obviously share a close bond. Okay. Yeah, Bronzor doesn't have a footprint. Oh my god. This is what I get for mashing. What's everyone doing in their Gen 4 games? Well, we just beat the 4th gym, so we're on our way to the 5th. Here's the team, by the way. Seth. We've got Bellhop the Bronzor. We've got Casey the Murkrow. You've been acquainted to Casey the Murkrow. We've got Pascal the Floatzel. Pepe Le Pew the Stunky. Zord the Rampardos. And last but certainly not least, we've got Cap'n the Torterra. You've had a terrible realization. You believe history has repeated itself for you. You had a family member sell off some of your DSs from under your nose, and you think both the ones that got sold had two of your Gen 4 games in them, unfortunately. Oh. I'm so sorry that happened. That's devastating, Spadonic. Do you have a modded 3DS? A personal purge? Just a little bit of mental health murder in Minecraft. Damn, Spadonic, that sucks. It's not the same because obviously the cartridges, particularly Heart Gold Soul Silver for Pokewalker purposes, are ideal. You need to settle down some. Okay, guy. You need to settle down some. Getting on my nerves. We needed the energy from the Valley Windworks to make this. It would take a scientific genius to make something like this. Therefore, our boss, who made this, is a scientific genius. It's foolproof. You do have many ways to play the carts, but to play the games, but you want the carts, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Grah, you were eavesdropping. I was just thinking out loud. What are you, Ed Sheeran? You're a persistent pest. I'm getting tired of running away, but I'm not going to waste my energy knocking you around. I do have many ways to play the games, but I want the carts. Oh, this place is going to be closed, isn't it? I don't know what times this place is. Oh, unless I take it back. Okay. These are all double battles, right? Hell yeah. These are great for extra training and money. You traded Pokemon with one of your students? He asked for a Solosis because he has Black 2 and you have White 2? Hell yeah. I love that. I traded cards with the kids in Pokemon Club today because they asked me, they were like, do you have a trade binder? And I finally was like, yep, you bet I do. And they were like, oh, can we trade? I think I traded with each of them at least once, and then some of them. I have a Pokemon Club? Yeah, I run an after school Pokemon Club on Fridays. And it's great. And the kids have been asking me for months where my trade binder is and why I don't have one. And so finally I took the time the other day to put one together. And I'm glad I did, because they were stoked on it today, I tell you what. They were all like, I want to trade, because most of the time it's like a 2-hour thing. It's a little shy of like a 2-hour thing. And some of them just like trade between each other the entire time. Some of them, and the purpose for the club, in my eyes at least, is to teach them how to play the game and give them a space to play the game. So some of them are like playing the game. Some of them are really just there because they're just day trading Pokemon cards. I can't get over how much they love trading. It's so funny. You told another student today that you watched the Pokemon Direct and he lost his mind. It's so funny when, like, you're the adult to them, like in their eyes, right? And then if you even just mention or like or hint at you knowing the thing that they're into, forget about it. It's like a cheat code. You know, there'll be a wall for them, and then they show up one day in like a Charmander shirt, and you're like, nice shirt, and they're like, you know Charmander? And I'm like, do I know Charmander? Yeah, all right. Do not cite the old text to me or whatever. Anyway. Anyway, it's fun. It's good. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do like a tournament for them, like towards the end of the year for a club, and see if I can't get some sort of like prize together for them. Once I had a kid tell you, you wouldn't understand it's a Pokemon thing, and you're pretty sure you spent more time playing Pokemon than he has spent breathing. Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't understand it's a Pokemon thing? That's crazy. Like, I might understand more than if it was like a normal person thing. If they hit me with, you wouldn't understand it's a gymnastics thing, I'd be like, you're right, I wouldn't understand. I don't know shit about gymnastics. You only know about guitar and Pokemon, but I mean, you know, if you're gonna pick two things to know about, those are two pretty good things to know about. IMO. Don't ask me anything else. No. I had one kid ask me why she like drank some water and it like went down the wrong pipe and she started to cough. And she was like, how come when you are coughing because you drank water, people tell you to drink water when that was the cause of the cough? And I didn't even I was like, I think you're cooking, actually. I was like, write that down. You're asking the real questions. It's also fun, Seth, when they show you a song and you know the song already. They're like, oh, how do you know that song? And you're like, well, I've been alive for however long. Your 10-year-old or so students tell you Pokemon isn't popular with kids their age. And you love getting to tell them, don't worry, when you get older, it's popular again. That's true. Yeah, you find the right people in, like, post-secondary. You only listen to Japanese music now, so you know no songs? That's fair. But, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't mean that they're showing me, like, new stuff. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the new stuff. Like, I had a bunch of kids who wanted to learn songs from K-pop Demon Hunters, and I had not seen K-pop Demon Hunters. So I had to, like, you know, hear those for the first time, like, during the lesson. But I mean, like, they'll show you like a classic, you know, like a bunch of them are like, do you know this one song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers or Green Day or Nirvana? And I'm like, yeah. You blew a girl's mind by singing Soda Pop? Hell yeah. The amount of the amount of kids that I've like worked on Soda Pop with, crazy. I feel like I can teach that song in my sleep now. I know that song like the back of my hand. Yeah, the kids fucking love K-pop Demon Hunters. It's crazy. Double 31 for Bellhop and Pascal. A lot of kids get into Pokemon so young that when they're around 10 to 13, they start thinking they need to discard it to grow up. Yeah. They're like, oh, I was into that when I was a baby. But I'm 11. So now I know better. Time to get wicked into Call of Duty at 11 years old. Then you get older and realize that's dumb. Pikachu rocks. I gotta be so for real. I don't know how. I don't think I like Mr. Wavy Chew, or sorry, Mr. Windy Chew and Miss Wavy Chew. I don't think I care for them. I don't know what their deal is, I guess, to be fair, but regular Pikachu rocks. Surfing Pikachu really rocks. Surfing Pikachu is the best. Yeah, and then I saw like the key art for them and they're like tan. Why are the Pikachu tan? Why haven't the Pikachu been applying SPF 50 or whatever? Cute charm. What the hell? All right. Time for Pepe, I guess. Damn. I have maybe a fun question about any game in the series. When you're doing a playthrough and you're like around the midpoint, you know, like 3rd to like 7th gym, give or take, maybe 3rd to 6th. What are some of your favorite like mid-game moves Like moves that are like designed to like, they're not good competitively, you know? But they're better than like tackle and ember and shit, you know what I mean? Like flame wheel comes to mind. I'm a sucker for flame wheel, you know what I mean? As an example. Okay, now discuss. That was exactly what you were typing? Incredible. Incredible that we both arrived at flame wheel. The reason I ask is because I literally saw wing attack. Like, if I get a flying type and it learns wing attack, I'm like, okay, well, this is set basically, you know, like this could only really... Oh, Socialite Rebecca. I know her. Little kid Seth was so excited to see that on Quilava in Silver version. Traded your Rapidash from Diamond to Soul Silver and back again to get Flame Wheel via... Wow. Just for Flame Wheel. That's crazy. Alright, one more fight in here. This is great for money farming. And experience, but mostly money. But yeah, when I have a flying type and it learns wing attack, you know? Sometimes it knows wing attack until the end, but you know, that to me is a pretty like quintessential like mid-game move. Shockwave, Water Pulse is a really great shout. Headbutt, yeah, absolutely. To an extent, like Mega Drain, is such an improvement over Absorb. And like to an extent, depending, sometimes you want Mega Drain over Giga Drain, depending on the game, because in some games, Giga Drain only has 5 PP, which is, you know, that's not enough, right? But sometimes like you almost want Mega Drain instead. But yeah, Shockwave is a great shout. Do you live that, Floatzel? Nice. Close one, but Floatzel's a gamer. Now Pikachu probably kills Floatzel. If I had to guess. Or not, okay. Psybeam. Psybeam feels like a decent boost over like Confusion. You know, kind of like tides you over until you get Psychic. Karate Chop for a fighting type, you know? Feint attack. Same brain. Jinx. Okay, you're all at 31 across the board. I guess I can still lead Bellhop. Why am I running like this anyway? That new universe that the boss was talking about, it's giving me goosebumps thinking about it. So we use this. You were eavesdropping. I was only talking to myself. You're persistent too. I'm pooped out from all the running. I'm not gonna battle you. Aurora Beam is honestly goated. No pun intended. I don't think I understand the pun. Oh, such a cool move. Now I do. I thought the pun was with goated. Yeah, it is a cool move, isn't it? But like, not every ice type learns it. You know what's an ice move that kind of like goes under the radar, or like that you get like early? Like the ember for ice is powder snow. How often do you hear about powder snow? Never. I mean, I feel like it's overshadowed by like icy wind, because icy wind has a good effect. I know, I like powder snow too. You don't really get to use it often, because ice types you don't really get until late in the game. And by that time, they usually only know powder snow for like a little while, and then you replace it with usually ice beam, or like maybe aurora beam or icy wind or whatever. Bro's pooped. You think about powder snow because of Mystery Dungeon. It's a room-wide move in those games. That's valuable. Oh, hello, long time no see. How's your Pokedex filling up? I came to research the folklore about the lake, but, well, it doesn't appear as if the lake is open to the public now. Have you heard the folklore about it? They say there's an island inside the lake, and inside that island is a mirage of a Pokemon. No one must enter the chamber of that Pokemon. Sorry to change the subject. Have you seen the group of Psyduck on Route 210? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. By the cafe on Route 210. You've seen that group of Psyduck huddled with their heads in their hands? Anyway, what you should do is use this medicine on the Psyduck. You're working on a Pokedex, so it would be worthwhile for you. We got this secret potion from the secret tunnel. I went on a big adventure with a Pokedex when I was younger. I hope you get to meet every kind of Pokemon there is to see. It may help you with the secret of the Mirage Pokemon. See you later. Hi, Cynthia. Okay, we can move on with the story now. Huzzah. So something I kind of forgot about is that we did the like left side of this route up here. Like we went along this path. I might have put honey on this tree, but I think by now it would be long gone. Hey, a giraffe. We need that. It's a giraffe. I do need to get a money tree, Hunchlax. Sorry, honey tree, not money tree. Honey tree, Munchlax. And to be clear, that's not the best way to get a Munchlax. The best way to get a Munchlax is to just catch a Snorlax in Heart Gold Soul Silver and then breed it with a full incense. But the fun way, depending on who you ask, is a Honey Tree Munchlax. And we're, you know, we're here. We're hanging out. I'm not in a rush. We'll get one when we get one. I got a Munchlax on my Pokewalker the other day from Quiet Cave. But that's also a separate thing because I want to get all of the Pokewalker encounters. Actually, is it a new day? I might do a little... Oops. I might do a little Pokewalker action. I've gotten 5 of the 6 Pokemon from Quiet Cave. There's another Feebas. Okay. I'll see if I can catch it. I'm trying to remember what I'm missing. Actually, I think, you know what? If Feebas spawns, that means... Ah, shit, I killed it. The accidental crits on a Pokewalker are so much more devastating than in the main game. Yeah, okay. Use a Great Ball. Let me double check Quiet Cave. Quiet Cave. Chingling. Chingling is what I'm looking for from Quiet Cave still. And if Feebas spawns, then I gotta bring Houndour back and set out on another stroll to try to spawn Chingling. Anyway, I've gotten Noctowl, Golbat, Feebas, Munchlax, and Spiritomb. So I just need a Chingling, and then I'm done with Quiet Cave, and I'm gonna go in like reverse order, making sure I get all of them. And I've got some of them already, just from like, you know, using the Pokewalker over the years, over the literal years. Yeah, I might have done this, but it's gone now, which is fine. Okay, we needed a Girafarig because it's one of our wanted Pokemon for Ranch. Our other 2 wanted Pokemon are Azurill and Skorupi, which we can get from the Great Marsh. Can't escape. What the hell? Get me out of here. So, I think I'm going to go back to the Great Marsh, in fact. And see if we can't catch those 2. We could fly, but I don't know, whatever. I'm chilling. Kricketune. How did they? I didn't mean to do that. How did they know? How did Community Game know? That's crazy. By the way, in case you haven't been here in a while, if you missed it, fishing is back on the stream. You can go fishing for just 50 channel points. See what you catch. Could be something cool in there, I don't know. Who's to say? I do think I want another one of these Shellos. I think we caught one, but having a second would be good for Gastrodon. The Pokewalker Spiritomb was the first time you ever owned a Gen 4 Spiritomb? Hell yeah. I mean, it's even crazier, I think, to get one from Quiet Cave than it is to get one in Diamond Pearl Platinum. But like Spiritomb is such an ordeal. I like the blue one. The East Sea Shellos. I feel like it's kind of a shame though that like the game gives you the West Sea one so much sooner. So if you're gonna use a Gastrodon on your team, it makes a lot more sense to get it like from the Valley Windworks or whatever. Instead of waiting until Pastoria? It makes a little more sense in Platinum, I guess, because Pastoria is only the... Oh, I guess it's the... No, you know what? I take it back. Pastoria would be the 5th gym in Platinum, where it's the 4th in this one. Now that I think about it. Anyway, I don't know. It's just like a little late and low level for when it shows up. You know? But I like the blue one. Okay, let's go to the marsh. And again, we're looking for Azurill, and I think the rarer one is going to be Skorupi. Quag. And the other thing about this place is like they might not even like be here at this time of day. I mean, Meryl's there, so maybe where there's a Meryl, there's an Azurill question mark? I think that's a ice cold take. I'm with you. It's not fun. I think the idea of it is cool, but actually like being here, not a fan. Yeah, I'm trying to think like if... I'm not going to spend too much time looking for Azurill and Skorupi. Because I do kind of want to get a move on with the story. So that might be something like we can try for a little bit this stream, but like... Just what I always wanted to explore, a homogeneous mud-brown biome. Real marshes are way cooler. A Parlyze heal. I might have to do a little look-see into how the Great Marsh works also to see like how some of them spawn, you know? Because can't it change like daily? There's some like specifics to it. Quag. Oh my god. No. Get me out of here. Quag. Quag. Okay. If there's Meryl, does that also mean that there is a Zuril? Seth, do I have to have read Adventures like before reading Festival of Champions? I don't need a Zoomeril. I need a Zuril. And I don't think I have the incense for it either. We got a Meryl already. Maybe I don't know. I could just catch another one. Or try to. Just to have. Pardon me. Waking up early for the presents is catching up with me, I think. Damn. Rest in peace. Yeah, time of day might... Let's see what the Pokedex in-game says for Azuril. Okay, yeah, I don't think time of day matters. Make sure to get rest when I can. Yeah, it might be a shorter stream tonight, admittedly. I'd like to... I mean, we just gotta get to Hearthome. And I want to do the route between Pastoria and Hearthome to get back there. And again, there's the other half of the route from Veilstone, like, down to the resort that I haven't done. So I basically just want to, like, do all of that area and then go to the Hearthome gym. And then I think when we... Or do you need to go to Celestic first, actually, before Fantina? Maybe we need to go to Celestic Town before the Fantina fight becomes available, which is more game. That's like the whole, like, defog zone. So again, I don't want to spend a ton of time in the Great Marsh here. Just wanted to do like one look maybe. But I don't even know if we could find Azurill or Skorupi. Didn't see Skorupi in the binoculars. And another, I mean, we do need to spend some time here, but if we don't catch these Pokemon in Diamond, it's fine because, again, we have Pearl, we have Platinum to get the rest of them. Particularly like Carnivine, I think. Krogunk also, I think, is a Safari Pokemon. There's another Marill. I mean, I'll try for this one too, I guess. But you're right. I think if we leveled it once, we would already get a Azumarill. Not to flex too hard, but you just made great curry and perfect rice. Hell yeah. Great work. Please flex when you make good food. Oh my god. Sorry. Sorry, I'm yawning. That's not very cash money of me. I also don't think we've like explored the whole Great Marsh and like gotten all of the items and stuff, you know? No way. Okay. Please. No. Please. Oh. I hate the Safari. God damn it. Unless... Hang on. Hang on a minute. Come on. Be a pal. Okay. I don't believe in throwing bait or mud or whatever. That's a big one. Okay. Well, hang on. What incense do you need for Azurill? Is it like the wave incense? Or something? Sea incense. Where can you get the sea incense in Diamond and Pearl? Route 204? Do you need surf for that? Yeah, okay. Okay. We could maybe breed for an Azurill. Skorupi, the scorpion Pokemon. It grips prey with its tail claws and injects poison. It tenaciously hangs on until the Pokemon takes. That's fucked up. Poison bug type. Give a nickname to the caught Skorupi? Nope. Not this playthrough, I fear. We've got enough dark types as it is. Okay, well, I mean, for the time that we have left, I wouldn't mind an Azurill. I think if I want to get up there, I gotta go like up and around. Which is like kind of a ways. Anyway, Skorupi is huge for us. For the Dex and for Ranch. Well, what I'm just curious about Azurill. Oh wow. Azurill is a 1%, except in Area 5, it's a 5% at level 20. And then it can be a daily Pokemon in the Trophy Garden also. Which one is Area 5? I guess they say, huh? We could repel trick with a level 20 to increase our odds, I think. That's Area 6. Does it just like go around in a loop? Where's the cutoff? I feel like where we are right now is probably 5, maybe? Level 23 Quagsire. Okay, Cerebi made all of their links go to BDSP information. Oh, but you know what? If I'm seeing a level 23 Quagsire, I think that means that this is not, in fact, Area 5. Area 4. Area 3? The fuck? What is the ordering? Oh wait, you can take a train, can't you? And like get off at the area that you want, right? Or is Area 5 just bottom left, actually? That might be the case. I think it is. Like if I go back. Um... Does it go like top left, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I think, yeah. I think that's how it works. Area 5. Okay, so Azurill is going to be in here. 5% Azurill? Okay. Alright, I'm down to look for a 5%. That's fine. We looked for 5% before. We looked for Mime Jr. We found 5% Chanseys. We're chilling. We can find a 5% Azurill. That's fine. Probably. Right? Level 20. Nighttime. Does that change? 20% Wooper, 20% Babarrel, 20% Hoot Hoot, 15% Meryl, 15% Quag, 5% Azurill, 5% Bidoof, 20% Concentrated Power of Will, 5% Pleasure, 15% Pain, but only a 5% for Azurill. That's how the song goes, right? Okay, there's both 5% for Azurill and 5% for Bidoof, which means if we find a Bidoof, only 5% for Azurill by name. If we find a Bidoof, I'm gonna be pissed. Is what that means. This is 5%. This is 10% Bidoof. 15% Meryl, 20% Bibarel and Wooper and Hoot Hoot, 5% or 10% Badoo, another 10% Starly, and only 5% Azurill, who I'm actually looking for. Do you also remember the song I Can Ride My Bike with No Handlebars? No handlebars? No handlebars? Is that the same band? Did they do? Remember the name. Song by Fort Minor. Okay. I Can Ride My Bike with No Handlebars. Song by Flowbots. To me, I don't know. Am I trolling? No. Fort Minor's the dude from Linkin Park? Do you mean Mike Shinoda? The dude from Linkin Park. Are you trolling? He has a name, you know. That no one knows if it's not Chester. Poor Mike Shinoda. Mike should no one knows him. Are you trolling? Oh! Okay. Come on, Azurill, be a friend. Be a friend, be a pal. Get in there. Please. Okay, don't run away. Please, 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 please. Fuck. My face when I'm in a mid-off and my opponent is Linkin Park? How dare you? You didn't watch Naruto AMVs growing up and it shows. Okay, Seth. You didn't watch that one Sasuke AMV set to Numb. Love that song they do where the guitar is whole notes for the whole chorus and the drums do like a slightly shuffled beat, but not much. You're trying to bait me. You're trying to bait me and I won't allow it. Okay, we gotta find another 5% Azurill, and then we gotta try to catch it, and hopefully we catch it, and then we can move on. I just feel like if we catch it, then I can chill. You know what I mean? We're so close. We're so close to knowing where it is. I've become so numb. I can't feel you there. Become so... You're gonna make a Linkin Park AMV of that Azurill fleeing? Crawling in my skin. Me crashing out about Azurill. Okay, for the low price of 500 bucks, we saw one Azurill. Granted, I was floundering at the beginning of that and did not know where Area 5 was. You actually did watch Naruto AMVs? Real ones remember Naruto Ultimate Fan Flash 1 through 5? Linkin Park was in a lot of them. I fear I'm not a real one. This is devastating. I'm a fake one. I reclaimed a couple of games that I sold as a kid. Namely Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution 1 and 2 for the Nintendo Wii. They were $10 each at my local game store. Pretty sick. Clash of Ninja Revolution, were those the fighting games? Yeah, they're fighting games. Clash of Ninja Revolution 2 has its own story. 1 just follows the events of like the first couple arcs, I think, of the show. I don't even like remember where it cuts off. But Revolution 2 has like its own plot and own characters and stuff. It's pretty weird. Anyway, I played those games a lot as a kid. They were awesome, but I haven't touched any of the Naruto games in a long time. But I think it'd be fun. I've only ever like, you know, well, I was gonna say like most people, I've only ever watched the show, but I guess a lot of people also read it. But I've only ever, you know, done the Naruto story by watching the show. I think it'd be fun to experience it again, but like through the games. And there's also the like Ultimate Ninja Storm games. that I haven't played, but I think would also be a cool way to do the whole Naruto thing. Anyway, one of these days. Because I've pretty much like more or less finished my Pokemon collection, there's still a handful of games that I'm missing. Art Academy for 3DS and Pokemon Pinball, I realized I thought I had for the longest time, and then I looked and I super don't, so I don't know what happened there, but I don't have Pinball like the first one. And then there's, I don't know, Typing Adventure that I don't know about that one. Maybe someday, probably not. But otherwise I'm good on Pokemon games. So I've kind of moved on to a handful of other series to start collecting. So Naruto has kind of become one. And the nice thing about that is Naruto is like cheap. Like Naruto games are pretty cheap. Same thing with Need for Speed. I've also been getting some Need for Speed games for the GameCube and Wii. And those are fun and cheap. I think at this point I've got most of those. But to reiterate, those are like $10 a pop, which is not that bad. Especially compared to Pokemon prices. Granted, I got most of my Pokemon collection before prices got like too crazy. Thankfully. I guess 3DS prices are going up lately. Okay, I'm just gonna give however many steps. Does it say how many steps you have left? It doesn't. Well, just I think the rest of this Safari attempt for Azurill, and if we don't find it, and we likely won't, then I think I'll just bounce and move on, and we'll catch one later. Pardon me. I feel like every one of these streams so far, we have a section that's like a little grindy, you know, before we like actually get to move on with the story. For better or for worse. I mean, I gotta do the stuff at some point, you know? I hope we at least see one more Azurill so we can get a chance to catch it. So what else do we need from the Safari? I think Croagunk, Carnivine. So does this say where those might spawn on here? Or no? Daily binocular Pokemon. Okay, so Skorupi is a daily binocular Pokemon. And I think that's our one for today, but so is Croagunk and Carnivine. I think those are the other kind of like big ones for us. So I guess I'll have to keep an eye on that. And I guess I can just check by looking in the binoculars. No Azurill again. So let's see if like any of these guys show up if I look now. Azurill! Azurill again. Wow. Okay, there's Skorupi. And Roselia. And they're both a daily? Okay, I don't understand, I think. Anyway, that's fine. I think... So many jewels? Huh? So many jewels. I think I'm just gonna do like the right side of this route now. We did the left side this way last time. Okay, we caught Girafarig here already. I gotta swap out Bellhop, I think. Because not being able to run, yeah, man. Who would want a calcium? Probably Bellhop is kind of our only like special attacker, really. I mean, maybe Pepe could be. Ooh, but like probably shouldn't be. On the other side. There's a Phanpy in chat. PI. That's not a trainer class you see very often, you know? It's the year of the fire horse. It's Ponyta, Sinnoh's favorite fire type. I mean, not to glaze Platinum even more. Well, this very route, Platinum adds Houndour. So like, that alone, you know? I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy. It's Wormadam. Or Wormadam. Probably Wormadam. Wormadam? Wormadam? I don't know. I say Wormadam. And that's my prerogative, okay? Wormadam, it's hard to see. It's really hard to see because it kind of blends in. But there, believe it or not, there's a Wormadam right there. Right up there. There's a Wormadam. Believe it or not. Honey. Okay, you two are both 31. And Zord is 31. Kadabura. You're also yawning? I'm sorry. You will be asleep in one turn. LOL. Let's get Pepe in there. I don't know what level Stunky evolves. I don't want to know also. It'll be a nice surprise when it happens. But I assume it's gotta be close, you know? I think Stunky is our last evolution that isn't... Oh no, both Stunky and Bronzor. Nice, that's valuable. On the way to Pastoria, they just give you a heart scale there. That's very generous. Pretty sure it evolves at a level somewhat higher than the one it is now. Curious. It's a shame that path goes nowhere. A damn shame. I'm so sorry. Happy Delile Whoop to you and yours. Big 32 for Pepe. Oh. 32 is not, in fact, the magic number. A big root. Okay, now I think we've done all of the fights on this route. So now I think we can go west of Pastoria and then go around and up into Heartholm. And then if we can do the gym, great, but we might actually need to go to Celestic Town first. I don't remember the order. Because Cynthia gave us the medicine for the Psyducks, so we can go do that now if we wanted to. There's another Girafarig. We don't need two. However, there's a non-zero chance that when we transfer in the wanted Pokemon, Haley might ask to trade. I really hope she doesn't ask to trade for Skorupi. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna be sad about it. Because then we'll have to get another one. Hidden power. No. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I don't think we fought that guy. Huh. He doesn't spot you when you run through that. And what's the point of the cut tree if not to avoid that guy? You know? If you can just avoid him anyway. Seems like an oversight to me, probably. Sinnoh music is so good. I agree. As much as I love Hoenn, Sinnoh might have the best soundtrack. Swift Swim, Goldeen. Thwarted again by Swift Swim. You're so right. They got me with that Swift Swim Water Pulse. And Swift Swim Weasel. What am I gonna do? Shards wanted. Technical machines offered. If you find 10 shards of the same color, please let me know. I would gladly trade you a technical machine for them. Red shard for sunny day, blue shard for rain dance, yellow shards for sandstorm, green shards for hail. The Weather Institute. She says a reminder of the place she worked at long ago. Long ago? Trainer tips, if you get stuck in the bog, you can count on being there a while. There's no need to panic, just struggle and squirm for a bit. Bicycles cannot be ridden on marshy ground incidentally. Okay. Don't freak out, just struggle. Struggle and squirm, and you'll be fine. Okay, we have a Roselia. I guess I would want another one to be a Roserade, but I think I'm not going to worry about that right now. This would be an annoying honey tree to go to every day. Especially if it was your Munchlax tree. The Eterna one that we got, admittedly, is a pretty good get. It's very convenient. It's just next to Eterna. Just a handful of steps away from the Pokemon Center. Arguably, like, one of the best trees? Question mark? To be a Munchlax tree? I believe in Murkrow. TM6 Toxic, wow. It's a hell of a TM to just be out in the blue. Or out in the, just loose. Loose in the swamp. Gyarados. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. I think if I can be so for real, I might cut this one short. Because I am actually just dozing. I think I should probably just go to bed. I didn't sleep a ton last night. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, the like stream for Friday night is not gonna be like a regular thing. I'm gonna try to stick to Tuesdays and Thursdays still. It's just this was a weird week. Next week, I think, to make up for a lack of streams this week a little bit, I might do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And do like 3 nights in a row or whatever. But at minimum Tuesday, Thursday next week, I think. I think I can get through the rest of this route, and then I think when we get through it and we can get back to Hearthome, even if Fantina like can be battled now, I think You also get happy when it rains? Okay, garbage. Okay, absolute garbage. All right, Butch Vig and co. You asked your coworker what the worst 90s band was, and without hesitating, he said probably Garbage. Damn. Mudhoney was right there, and they said Garbage. You got here for the garbage slander, I know. Just in time to defend. Garbage is cool. Me and all my custodian friends. Yeah, me and all my custodian friends. Garbage is cool. I also like garbage. Me and all my meteorology friends. I'm only happy when it rains. Foo Fighters are right there? How dare you? Foo Fighters were good in the 90s. How dare you, Seth? They were good in the thousands too. That's true, they were. They were pretty good for the most part, like above average at least up until Wasting Light, you know? Wasting Light was excellent. Wasting Light was one of their best records in years. And then everything after Wasting Light just never quite hit, unfortunately. When was Wasting Light? I think 2011. So it was, you know, towards the end. They had fucking In Your Honor which had Best of You. And then they did Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace, which had The Pretender. And that after Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace is probably when they were their biggest. They did Wembley. The Pretender Goes Crazy. And then they did Wasting Light, which was also a great record. It just, I don't think was maybe as like chart topping or whatever. Wasting Light I don't think has like a hit the way that like The Pretender is a hit and Best of You is a hit. But Wasting Light has like some of their best songs. And as an album front to back is one of their best albums. But then pretty much everything after Wasting Light, I don't know, just got kind of gimmicky. They did Sonic Highways after Wasting Light. That was the 8 songs in and about 8 different cities in America. Walk was a hit music video wise, true, because they shit on Coldplay via bumper sticker and that was funny. And then Dave was like, I'm friends with Chris, I'm allowed. Dave Grohl used to come into the cafe where you work semi-regularly, but not for years. I mean, he's been busy, you know, with other stuff. Such as having another baby with another woman, etc. People are always like, Dave Grohl's doing the craziest side quests. I got a crazier one for you. Dave Grohl's always doing wacky side quests. Yeah? Coldplay deserves to be dumped on. Never has a band plummeted from peak to slop so fast. Damn. He's probably cheating on that store with another store. Me when I cheat on Walmart with Target. Coldplay was amazing for 4 albums. Milo Xylo comes out and immediately sucks total balls. Complete Ligma record. Rip. I don't know what's on Milo Xylo. Was Viva La Vida before or after Milo Xylo? You either die of Viva La Vida or live long enough to collab with the Chainsmokers. Viva La Vida was before. Okay, cool. But was that like the last one before it all went to shit? Hang on. Do I go around and then go across? Is there anything over here? Oh, something over here. There we go. Tiny mushroom. Worth it. Lovers in Japan? Oh, yeah. Forgot about Lovers in Japan. Good light rock. No one's making light rock anymore. Biggest drop off maybe Maroon 5. What was there? Literally one good album? Damn. Bro hates moves like Jagger. The Scrub revival? No. They play old Coldplay in it and you were like, it's 2005 again, I can't wait to play the 1000-Year Door on my Nintendo GameCube. Immediate total garbage? No, we talked about garbage already. And it's absolute garbage, by the way. Let's get Zord in there. We haven't used Zord yet. It is raining, though. Maroon 5 is genuinely the worst band you know, you think? Seth, what's the vibe on Mumford & Sons? I cannot describe how many songs you hear and think, wow, that total dog water band is this. And then discover that somehow it is Maroon 5 sucking in a new audacious way. Oh, it's a Prinplup. That's fun. Sucking in a new audacious way is crazy. Yeah, you know what? If we get rid of this Prinplup, I think Zord is chillin'. You think Mumford had a lot of good songs, but was never much of your thing? So many bands ripped them off. That's, yeah. That was like a whole, like... That was just pop radio for a while. It was just like... stomps and acoustic guitar and... What a time. Even Avicii got in on it, you know? Little Lion Man, hey ho. Wait a minute, what are you doing with a second Prinplup? That's illegal. You hear Mumford & Sons and run screaming before your flannel button-down swallows you whole. Home by Edward Sharpe. And don't forget about the Magnetic Zeros. Don't you dare forget about those Magnetic Zeros. They are integral. I don't know, Janglin, I don't think. The one Edward Sharpe song? Yeah, that's Home, right? You covered Home? What the fuck is it? Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my ma and pa. Shut Up and Dance by Magic? Right? Tragic Minds did it? Hell yeah. Shut Up and Dance was a good song the first 20 times you heard it. You still think it's amazing for the 10 seconds there's a keyboard solo happening? By Walk the Moon? Oh, Magic does. Magic was the weird, lousy reggae band. Who did right, Walk the Moon. Right. Magic was fuck, what did they do? What was the Magic song? Oh my god. Marry that girl, no matter what you say. Right, why you gotta be so rude? Rude by Magic. Yeah, of course. I think I remember listening to like a handful of other Walk the Moon. Yeah. I think I remember. I'm getting so twisted. I think I remember listening to a handful of other Walk the Moon songs around that time. Hey, my citrus berries are ready. Let's plant some more. All right. We have made it back to Hearthome. If I just poke my head in the gym... Aha. Okay. I think we do gotta go to Celestic. Give the medicine to the Psyducks on the way, etc. So we'll do that next time, I guess. Sorry. I still haven't fought these runners because I haven't played like in the morning yet. Ugh, pardon me. Oh, are these ready? Our Yachi berries. Excellent. Figgy berries. A guave. Shout out to all the blonde white girls with dreads. I don't know about all that. I don't remember Matis Yahoo. Never heard of them. Let me hit you with this one. Do you remember Milky Chance? You remember Stolen Dance by Milky Chance? Now won't you? We can bring it on the floor. I've never danced like this before. We don't talk about it. Unfortunately, one of your coworkers loves Milky Chance. I just think Stolen Dance by Milky Chance. Milky Chance the Rapper. When is... Hey, who do I have to email to make Milky Chance the Rapper happen? Who did Riptide? Vance Joy. Vance Joy is good. I think Riptide was just overplayed. Personally. And yeah, he never really made anything that was that substantial after. I don't know. He just kind of like remained fine. You know? Alright. I think this guy, the other reason I wanted to find an Azurill is because this guy wants an Azurill. I have like 20 minutes. I'm gonna go back to the marsh and give it one more try and see if we can't find an Azurill before midnight, my time. And then that's my cutoff, and if we, whether we find one or not, that's gonna be the end of the stream, I think. But next time, we will continue north of Solaceon, make our way to Celestic Town. Hazurluso sounded very earnest, but the longer his career went on, the more generic singer-songwriter it sounded. I mean, sometimes people write what they need to write, and then that happens, and then they signed a deal to, they signed a 4-record, 5-record deal. And so they kind of got to make some shit up for the rest of those records. Right? Like the Last Strokes records. The Last Strokes record on RCA. D flat like the key. Check it, it's bi-barrel. It is bi-barrel. You like D flat a lot? Is it just nice to play in? Or you like how it sounds? I would like one Azurill, please. D-flat just sounds good? Fair enough. Seth, Mattam and I play in a couple of bands together, but mainly Mattam is the guitar player for Sunday Girl. I don't know if you've listened to any Sunday Girl, but that's all Mattam. Before I realized you were trying to do the command, I thought you were just being excited about music. Music! Yay! Look, it's bi-barrel. You remember The Wait? Hell yeah. That one's fun. Seth, we were listening, me and Matt Tam were listening to some Naruto songs in the car yesterday. And then we listened to Bloom by Nekritaki. There's a 5% Bidoof. That's funny. We're looking for 5% Azurill, so that pisses me off, but whatever. Bloom by Nekritaki is really good. That's the opening song for Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. And then put on some Vondi. You know Vondi? Never heard of Vondi? It's V-A-U-N-D-Y. Vondi has a song that is the opening for... yes, that's correct. Vondi has a song that's the opening for Ranking of Kings. Like Season 2 Ranking of Kings, I think. What's up, Warlock? Great to see you. Yeah, Vondi's cool. I'm trying to think of like Japanese bands that I know the names of without just saying like this is the song for the 6th opening of Naruto Shippuden, you know what I mean? Like this is actually a name by a band. Toshinobu Kubota. I'm unfamiliar, I think. There's another fucking 5% Bidoof. I'm gonna freak out. That needed to be a 5% Azurill. I only have 17 more minutes to get an Azurill. God damn it. You've been really liking Cupid, Tem? They have like 1 EP out. He did a session with Cassiopeia. Okay, cool. I mean, that's a good cosign. Have I talked to you about... Yamashita? Hang on. Do you ever have a hard time remembering names? Tatsuro Yamashita. Yeah. Have we've talked about Tatsuro Yamashita? Okay, cool. Not Shimmer, Sparkle, but like same difference. Yeah, Sparkle might be like top 5 songs for me ever, you know? My top 5 songs for the longest time were like Everlong by the Foo Fighters, like you know, like Are You Mine by the Arctic Monkeys, you know, just I think those two songs I think paint a pretty good picture, right? And now my top 5 songs are like Death and Romance by Magdalena Bay, Sparkle by Tatsuro Yamashita, Short Court Style by Natalie Pratt, Not Brian Storm? I do like Brian Storm, now that you mention it. You're thinking Sunset Shimmer, but you should have been thinking Twilight Sparkle? Yeah, every pony. The only thing more thousands pilled than Cap's music taste is the 2008 recession. Hell yeah. Who needs a house? Huh? Houses on sale. Money's on sale. Come get, you get a house and you get a house. Julian by Carly Rae is up there. Yeah, I do like Julian a lot. Fucking So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings by Caroline Polachek is up there. I fully shifted, I think. Underrated pop star, absolutely. Top 5 songs would be so hard. I think I can probably do it. I might, there's a risk that I would forget something that I would be really bummed about forgetting, but I will make a playlist and put it in the music channel in the Discord of just like, I'll pick like 10 favorites or something. One of them is actually by a newer band that just put out a new album today called Forager. Yo! What's up, King Loxip? Thanks for the raid, appreciate it. Welcome in, raiders. How's it going? How is your stream? Great to see you. Were you playing some more Pearl? What's up, Turbo? Great to see you. Little Red Corvette versus Red Bruschetta? Probably Little Red Corvette. Folks, welcome in. I'm just looking for an Azurill in the... Spoiler, Loxip doesn't like Pearl. Ah, it's no platinum. I get it. I'm looking for an Azurill in the Great Marsh, and I'm gonna see if I can't find one within the next 12 minutes. Pearl doesn't have Murkrow. Well, there you go. Unless you're a Mischievous enjoyer. Or a Glameow enjoyer. You'll get down with Miss Maggie's like the best of them. King, thanks for the raid. Folks, go ahead and follow King Loxip. They're doing a very cool challenge right now where they're... Turbo, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. They're doing a very cool challenge right now where they're they are getting every single Kanto Pokemon in a Hall of Fame throughout every game alphabetically for the that covers the first like 7 generations, give or take. So they're gonna play... What's 150 divided by 6? We did this math last time. They're getting every single Kanto Pokemon in a Hall of Fame in one of the games. Okay, so 150 divided by 6 is 25. I could have done that quick maths, my bad. So they're doing 25 total playthroughs. Each playthrough is going to have 6 different Kanto Pokemon that I also think they're doing as they do these playthroughs. They're using the Kanto Pokemon in Dex order So the first game that they played, which again, they're playing in alphabetical order. So I think their first game was like Alpha Sapphire. So their first team for Alpha Sapphire would have been like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, which is a buck wild team. But anyway, so now they're playing Pearl. Loxip, what is the team for Pearl again? Eventually, it's all going to culminate, spoilers, in doing a solo run of Pokemon Yellow with just a Mew, which I think is an excellent way to cap it all off. Anyway, check out Logsip for this very cool challenge, series wide kind of. I mean, I don't know. It covers the first 7 generations. Like that's a lot. It's 25 games. That's a lot of fucking video games. Yeah, sorry about the ending spoiler. But it's something to look forward to. So the team for Pearl, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Magnemite, Magneton, Farfetch'd, Doduo. What a squad. Just truly what a squad. Anyway, check them out. They're doing cool stuff. Thanks for the raid again, appreciate it. How many badges you got in Pearl? Seven? Cool. You're getting there. I don't think I'm gonna get this Azurill in time, gang. I'm losing hope. Anyway, whatever. It's only for the newspaper guy in Salacion, so that's no big deal. I do still want to get one for the wanted Pokemon in Ranch. And we have a couple more days still before that's like due or whatever. We have until March 2nd for that. You're trying to stop Moist Cyrus. Oh, there's a Azurill. Trying to stop Moist Cyrus from using Palkia to make his perfect world where every Burger King is replaced with a McDonald's. Is Moist Cyrus related to Moist Critical? Oh! Don't run, don't run, don't run. You piece. The triple shake fake into Flea? I'm gonna lose my mind. Ugh. Azurill's a 5%, by the way. You're explaining 8th notes to a student today, and he asked, do we have 1/6 notes? And I said no, if we did. Why not have 6 7th notes? And I thought the cringe would kill him. This game lies, it cheats, it's for babies. That's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. A world with working ice cream machines could not be McDonald's. That's for damn sure. Well, that was probably our best shot at an Azurill. Amazing Mirror and the Battle Frontier ain't got shit on Stadium 2. Can I let you guys in on a little secret, a little plan that I have? A little something something. Surfing Raichu. Huh? Hi, Toaster. You're here, but for a moment. I appreciate you dropping by all the same. Happy Pokemon Day. Happy Pokemon Day to you and yours. There's a level 100 Raichu with Surf in Stadium 2. As something you need to defeat, or like as a reward. Is that a reward? Why is the stream category not Legends EA so you can sub and get a cute little Pikachu badge? Okay, one sec. Hang on. You're so right. All of the Pokemon people just make it the most recent Pokemon game on Twitch. Anyway, I don't like to do that. I like to make the category the game that we're actually playing, but whatever. Okay, I changed the category to ZA, so feel free to start subbing. Teehee. Good time for donations. Yeah, you got a Pokemon 30 badge for Twitch. You get, yeah, you get a Pikachu 30th anniversary badge for subbing to someone playing ZA right now. You thought the Twitch badges were for Fire Leaf Green? They might also be for that category, but they're not turned on for Pokemon Diamond, that's for damn sure. Seth, congrats on the octopus. Imagine, if you will, you're working on a... Give me that badge. Oh, thank you, Seth. I didn't get an alert that you subbed, but the fish went through. Because you get a fish when you sub. I'm not getting alerts. I don't know what that's about. It's not showing up in my feed, and it's not showing up on the alerts thingy. Toaster, congrats on the Lumineon. There it goes. Thank you, Toaster. Appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes. Use them all over Twitch. Enjoy your cool new badge. You are the very best. Indeed. Indeed you are. Thank you, thank you. You're gonna... Your morals are, your morals can be shaken for a little Pokemon badge on Twitch. I think you... Yeah, because right now... Well, you should be able to have the subscriber badge, Azurill, and the Pokemon badge, I think. Orb that mouse. I'm working on it. No dice once again. What? It didn't run away? Okay. Come on. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Unless... There it is. Seth, you did it. Great work. Pikachu badge, hell yeah. Oh. I think it's literally like too late to hand this Azurill in. I guess I could try to mosey. Azurill, the Polka Dot Pokemon. Pokemon that lives by water. It moves quickly on land by bouncing on its big tail. It was the Pikachu badge. Pushed us over the edge. Right at midnight, I know. Can I fly out of the Great March? No. I gotta retire. Love to say, but you have an exam tomorrow, need sleep. Turbo, thanks for hanging out after the raid. Thanks for following. Hope to see you again next time. Take it easy. Good luck with your exam. Hydrate? I'm all out of water. Cheers. Is Pikachu a trans Pokemon? Do you mean like the way Meryl is? Like from Pichu to Pikachu? Meryl is? So Azurill changes gender. Yeah. Azurill's like gender percentage is 25% male, 75% female. And then Meryl's is 50-50. So I think there's like a 25% chance or something that an Azurill, when it evolves into Meryl, I guess if like a female Azurill, or no, does a female Azurill always stay female? Right, I think there's a 25% chance maybe that a male Azurill will evolve into a female Meryl, if I'm understanding that correctly. And that might be the only instance of that being a thing. Pika-P. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Solaceon, and this guy's gonna chew my head off, but at least we can pass in our wanted Pokemon to Ranch, so that's something. You were gonna put it on your team in the first place, but now it definitely gets a spot? Hell yeah. Warlock, I don't know if you know the YouTuber Sessa Lily, but I think they maybe made a video about Azurill. Am I too late? You failed to bring me the Pokemon I asked for. Damn. Like 2 minutes too late. Starly. You got a BRB for a while. Toaster, thanks for coming in. Thank you for subbing. Enjoy your badge and enjoy your emotes. Time to watch Survivor? Hell yeah. Enjoy Survivor. How would one spell that YouTuber? Sessa Lily? I got you. There you go. You're gonna get going. You've been waiting all day to play Fire Red and Leaf Green again, so you're gonna start doing that. Have a great rest of your stream. Thanks, King. Thank you for the raid. Enjoy Fire Red Leaf Green. You always want more good Pokemon content? Yeah, I think you will enjoy Cecilily. Burb. Alright. You finally finished the chores episode of the pod. Long story, your player just wouldn't download that episode correctly. But it was a you problem, not an RSS feed problem. Are you finished it? Hell yeah. There's a couple episodes now for you after that, I think. You really described how awful the soft reset hunts feel so well. Thanks. Yeah, I think you really gotta... Hi, Momo. You really gotta find something else to kind of like distract yourself with because they're so very monotonous. What did we just get from that? I wasn't paying attention. Dusk balls, maybe? Timer balls, maybe? I don't remember. Whatever. We got some amount of Pokeballs for catching that Starly. Nice. Alright, that is gonna do it for Diamond. We're not done with the stream just yet. We're gonna send a couple Pokemon, all of these Pokemon basically, to Ranch. And this Starly too, why not? You listen to the Sludge King one, and you've got the new one queued up. Assuming it will be very good, that's a bold assumption. I don't know. It might be. It might be pretty good. Who's to say? Okay. So again, what's cool about this, even though it has rolled past midnight, we can still, with our current instance of Ranch, we can still deposit Pokemon into it to hit the wanted board and the the goal of depositing 100 total Pokemon. We can do that as if it's still like yesterday, basically. Like Ranch doesn't roll over to a new day after it hits midnight. Like if you launch the game before midnight and it stays running after midnight, then it still operates as if it's like the day that you launched it. Which is cool for my purposes. All right. In case you missed it this morning as well, I made a little bingo card for the presents. I'll give you a second to look at it. And then I marked off everything that we got. So Free Space, obviously, Champions release date, basically, you know, is in April. Gen 10 starters revealed. Firewood Leaf Green home compatibility confirmed. Emotionally manipulative nostalgia bait video that legitimately brought me to tears. You know what? It didn't bring me to tears, actually, now that I think about it. So I should not stamp that. In fact, it did not bring me to tears. The video was there, but I did not cry. Gen 10 titles revealed. Gen 10 gameplay, which surprised me. All 3 of the Gen 10 things. And basically nothing else. We got Magikarp Jump 2? No, unfortunately. We did not. Bidoof is playing with Captain Falcon? Hell yeah. Okay. So our wanted Pokemon in Ranch right now are Girafarig, Azurill, and Skorupi. I'm hoping if Haley asks to trade, she doesn't ask for Skorupi. Ideally, I think I'm hoping that she asks for Girafarig. But we don't need to catch another Azurill, really. We can just breed for one in the future if we need one. Skorupi would be annoying because we'd have to catch another Skorupi. But we can deposit all of these guys, and that'll get us up above 100. I guess I could have hit the deposit all button, my bad. And then save the video game. Cool. All right. Azurill, Skorupi, and Girafarig. That's the wanted Pokemon. Good job. She wants Girafarig. Excellent. Or at least, maybe she does. This will make the ranch a little more fun and lively. I've been thinking about asking you to bring some more Pokemon to the ranch. Okay, maybe not. I thought maybe she would want to do a trade. You're one step closer to completing your Pokedex. She wants Machoke. Carnivine. Oh, dude. And Krogunk. Oh. Okay, Carnivine and Krogunk are gonna be annoying. I mean, we had to get him eventually. Bring the wanted Pokemon to the ranch once you catch it. The Machoke is whatever. Okay, cool. So now we can leave for the day. Thanks for your help. Number of Pokemon at the ranch has become 101, like the Dalmatians. The construction is expected to be done February 28th. That's already today. Tomorrow's February 28th. I've been wondering what kind of Pokemon I should bring. Is a singing Pokemon? Sure. She said that already and she brought Delcatty. I'm interested to see. I think that's Cleffa. Yeah, that's Cleffa. Cute. I'd like to do another trade. We've only done 2 trades with Haley so far for Staravia and Pikachu. So I don't know what triggers the trades to happen, but... we go back into Ranch. I meant to mention this earlier, but I'll mention it now. I have an idea for a bit of an intermission or a palette cleanser between our phases for Gen 4. So again, phase 1 is going to be Diamond, Explorers of Time, Heart Gold, and then Ranger 1. And I think a nice, fun palette cleanser for that would be, even though it's more Pokemon Yellow and Stadium 1. Because I've never played the Stadium games, and I think we could maybe just kind of put those in between our Gen 4 phases. So then after phase 2, I think we would do Crystal and Stadium 2. And then after phase 3, we would do Battle Revolution. Or during phase 3, I guess, technically. Depending on when we can play Yellow at the same time, exactly. Probably towards the end of this year, if I had to guess, for Yellow and Stadium 1. You gotta do a playthrough of Yellow to finish the decks. Yeah, I mean, you might not want to wait, like, 10 months or whatever, or like 8 months. And then in Crystal, you have to wait even longer, but yeah. The ranch is expanded. Number of Pokemon you can keep has increased from 200 to 250. Number of Miis we can have is up to 20. That's great. Brought extra Pokemon to celebrate, so now we get 2 Cleffa. Oh, you need Yellow done for Crystal. Okay. Yeah, that'll probably be towards the end of the year. Again, after Diamond, Explorers of Time, Heart Gold, and Ranger 1 is when Yellow would happen. Bring more Miis to the ranch? Do I have to? Or, I mean, I can. I still haven't made a Mii of me. We gotta get the number of Pokemon to 120. Alright. That might not happen right away. We got some toy boxes. That's fun. We got three toy boxes now. Every day. Fountain. I don't know where that other one went. Clips weren't working on your channel. You Master Balled a Remoraid since it was your last Gen 2 catch and it just... You can't save the video? Oh. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Who do we got? We got Kay, Haley, of course. We got Beck. We got Hoop Dog. We got Captain Falcon. Yeah, man, I gotta add myself to this place. There's a small annoyance. No, but you know, it's a bummer when you want the footage for something and you can't. Or it's like gone or whatever. I worry that like there's some footage for like an important stream that I did at one point that like maybe I went to export the VOD and I assumed it worked and it failed to export. Sometimes that happens. If you export directly from Twitch to YouTube, sometimes it like doesn't do it the first time. I'm worried like something like that happened for some footage that I'm gonna maybe want in the future. How mad chat was at using the Master Ball? Hell yeah. How much can you zoom in? Right up into Barboach's business. Alright. I think that's gonna do it. You two are a small annoyance. I disagree, Seth. Alright. Are you leaving? I am. Tomorrow's March 1st. Oh shit, it is. Is a round Pokemon okay? Damn, tomorrow is March 1st, isn't it? Is that Natu? That's Natu. Hell yeah. You're a large annoyance. You did it. All right. Folks, thanks for hanging. Thank you for subbing. Enjoy your badges and your emotes. Not to change the subject, but you hope everyone has a good night. Likewise, thanks for hanging. Next, Backdat Barboach up. Oh god. Next stream probably gonna be Tuesday night. Mo and I might stream on Sunday. Because we might do some Mario Kart, maybe. So I guess keep an eye on the Discord for that. But at least Pokemon Diamond next stream is gonna be Tuesday night, so look forward to that. I'll see you then. Have a great night. Check out the latest episode of Petalburg Woods. Bye, folks.
So,